Hi, scientists. I've missed you. We're actually going to be starting a new science unit, and it's called Spinning Earth. In this unit, we're going to be looking at how the Earth spins on its axis and what that does to what we see around us and how um, this change affects us. We're also in this unit going to be exploring as an extension the different layers of the Earth, in addition, some landforms on Earth, and more fun things such as like rocks and geodes, and we're going to get to be doing some exploring with that. So today we're going to begin investigating what we see in the sky. So a lot of times scientists choose things that interest them. And one thing that really interests me is the world around me. I mean, I know that many of you have been inside, but I hope that you've been taking walks and going to the park. And when you go outside next time, I want you to take a look at the sky and see what you notice. So I have 3 pictures of the sky above a place, which looks like more like a field or a pasture, and they were taken at different times on one day. So as we look at these 3 pictures, we can see that even though it's the same day, they change very drastically. What do you notice about these pictures? Take some time and think about what you notice about the morning, afternoon, and night picture. I'm hoping that if we were in class right now, I'd see all hands up. And I'm thinking if I'm noticing things that you're noticing, that maybe you notice that that in the 2 first pictures that the sky looks very blue, and that you can see the sun in both pictures. But I also noticed in the morning and afternoon picture, in the morning picture, the sun's in the top left corner, and then in the afternoon picture, it's in the top right corner. When I look at the night picture, I notice that there's stars. It's a lot darker out. The sky is no longer blue. It almost looks black, and it's a little bit harder to see the mountains because of the light in it. So now I'm wondering, why does the sky look different at different times? If you're doing this with a parent or you have a sibling with you, maybe I would turn and talk to them and think about why the sky might look, what do you think makes the sky look different at different times? So I hope you're wrapping up your conversations, and I'm wondering too, maybe that possibly because we know that the Earth rotates around the sun, that can maybe have some effect on where the sun looks like in the sky. And I and I also wonder about how the Earth spins, if that can have some impact on the sky. These pictures show that the sky in the morning and the night. How's the sky different at these 2 times? Again, you may turn and talk to somebody you know, even talk to yourself, like I'm doing right now. I'm talking to the computer. Okay, I hope you finished up your conversation. I'm noticing that the sky looks very different at these times of day, and I see just one star in the first picture of the sun, and it's blue at the top. And then it kind of looks like the color of the sky goes a little bit lighter blue, almost white. And then the bottom picture, the night, I notice so many stars in this picture. I almost can see maybe some constellations in there. And the sky's almost black. So why does the sky look different at these 2 times? In the morning and the night. Again, this is called a pre-unit assessment. Maybe you do know some things about this subject and why the sky looks different. But if you don't, it's okay. We're going to be learning about this in this unit. So I wish I could be calling on you guys right now, but I'm thinking that maybe some people might be saying some of the things we said earlier about how the earth rotates around the sun and other planets, and also maybe about how the earth is actually moving right now. So how is the sky different at these two times? We're looking at the morning and afternoon picture. So I'm not going to actually add anything to this one, but I hope that you were talking about different things you were seeing in these two pictures. These pictures show the sky in the morning, the afternoon, and the middle of the night. Imagine we took a picture of the sky the next morning. So close your eyes and think about what that sky might look like again the next day in the morning. No peeking, Petey. Okay, now open your eyes. I hope you imagine what that sky might look like in the morning. Hold that thought in your head. What would the sky look like the next morning, and why would it look like that? Again, if you have someone to talk to, turn and talk. If not, you could pretend you're talking to me. So tell me, what do you think the sky would look like the next morning, and why would it look like that? Oh, very interesting. I like that you're using evidence from the pictures to explain your thinking. So our big question this unit is, why does the sky look different at different times? This is going to be our question that we're trying to answer throughout this whole unit. So why does the sky look different at different times? If you have a piece of paper, maybe you can write that question down. Why does the sky look different at different times? You don't have to, but it's something to keep in mind. You're going to be seeing it almost every science lesson. Okay, so I'm going to get to introduce to you two characters in this science unit, and it's Cy and his grandma. So this is a picture of a boy named Cy and his grandma. Cy lives in a place near us, so somewhere around the United States, in the East Coast, like by New York. And Cy needs our help to figure out a problem. Cy called his grandma on the phone at the time he usually calls her, just before his bedtime. The picture shows what Cy saw in the sky when he called his grandma. So when Cy looked out his window on the phone, he noticed this picture. What do you notice in this picture? Oh, wow, yeah, I noticed it too. There's some tall grass. I noticed there's like a little bit of a spot of light on the ground. It might be a reflection. Oh, and I also know the sun's kind of low in the sky. It's really bright. And there's blue sky up the top. Very good noticings. Now, but this picture shows what the sky looked like for Cy's grandma when Cy called. What do you notice in this picture? Take some time to think about it. Wow, so you're noticing when Cy's grandma went out, the sky was black and had a bunch of stars when she was looking out her window when she was talking to Cy. I'm wondering, why is that? Think about what the sky looked like to Cy and his grandmother. The sky looked the same, or different to Cy and his grandma? How did it look the same or different? I'm thinking many of you are thinking that it might be different. And I hope you're noticing that the colors of the sky, what you see in the sky, such as the sun compared to the stars. Cy wants to know why the sky looks different to him than to his grandma. In order to help Cy, we are going to work as sky scientists. Are you ready, sky scientists? Say yeah if you're ready. Can't hear you, sky scientists. Say yeah if you're ready. Much better. Looks like we're going to be great sky scientists. Scientists are people who study and learn about what happens in the world around them. Scientists ask a lot of questions to learn more about the world. We are going to ask a lot of questions as we help Sci. Questions are really important, scientists. Always ask questions. Chapter 1 question. Why did the sky look different to Sci than his grandma? Making sky observations. Activity 3. What can we see in the sky at different times? We'll draw and write in notebooks when we work as sky scientists. This will help us remember things we figure out about the sky. Obviously, you don't have your sky notebooks in front of you, but I'm going to be having some resources uploaded, or you can always write this down in a notebook. So we will go outside and draw pictures of the sky on this notebook page. Let's go over the directions together. Sky observations 1. Observe the sky. What you observe, draw what you observe in the sky, label your drawing. It's really important that if you're going outside for this, that you take a parent. If you're not going outside, you could definitely look out your window. Remember to write your name and date at the top. And I want you to draw a picture of the sky, maybe even use some coloring utensils if you have them, and then label your drawing. Maybe label it with star, sun, grass, whatever you're looking at. And you can also talk about your drawing to us in the lines below. I'm going to show you a demo of drawing.
Scientists often use drawings to record what they observe so they can remember it. I'll show you how to observe the sky and draw what you see. I'll look up and see what I notice in the sky. I see the sun in the corner and some clouds. Often, I see drawings of clouds that are puffy all the way around. But the clouds I see are long and thin. They look kind of like feathers, and they're almost see-through. I'll make sure the clouds I draw look like the clouds I observe. Scientists do not spend a lot of time making a perfect drawing if that will not help them remember it better. Now, I'm going to add the sun. Without looking directly at the sun, I can tell where it is in the sky. I'll draw the sun, which looks like a circle. Scientists often write labels on their drawings. I will label the sky, the sun, and the clouds that I drew.
So we're going to go outside and make an observation. It's very important that you never look directly at the sun. So you're going to be drawing the sky and then labeling the drawing as you see here. I'm going to stop here for a second because I need to charge my computer, and then I want you also to be working on your sky observations and your drawings. So please get to work and stay tuned for the next PowerPoint. Good luck, sky scientists.